English practice today from SBS News, morning news of 31st May 2024. In this bulletin, Labour Senator Fatima Payment resigns from Foreign Affairs Committees, an Australian citizen among pro-democracy activists convicted in Hong Kong's largest national security trial, and in football, tensions mount for the Matildas before their final pre-Olympic friendlies. Fatima Payment, Labour Senator, has resigned from her position on the prestigious Parliamentary Foreign Affairs Committee after breaking party ranks to accuse Israel of genocide. The Western Australian senator, the first hijab-wearing parliamentarian, had been facing pressure to step down from the Joint Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs, Defence and Trade. Following a speech earlier this month, on it, she accused Israel of genocide, saying her conscience has been uneasy for far too long and that she had to call out Israel's action in the conflict in Gaza. She also used the phrase, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." The slogan is seen by some Jewish committees as a call for the destruction of Israel, while many pro-Palestinian supporters say it's a call for freedom for Palestinians in the region. The health ministry in Gaza says at least 53 people have been killed and more than 350 injured over the latest 24-hour reporting period, as Israel pushes on with its Rafah offensive. Street fighting and heavy bombardment continues in the region despite widespread international condemnation. These displaced Palestinians described scenes in the region. Quote, "This scene 2 weeks ago or 20 days ago was full of life and now it's destruction. You feel like it's a ghost town. God will make it up for us, God willing." Quote. The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, says one of its schools in Daya, Alabama, is now housing 16,000 people. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has urged the United States to sanction the International Criminal Court after its prosecutor requested his arrest warrant over alleged war crimes carried out in Gaza. An Australian is among 14 pro-democracy activists convicted by a Hong Kong court on national security charges following a landmark subversion trial. Foreign Minister Penny Wong has expressed concern over the sentencing of the activists, including Australian Hong Kong dual citizen Gordon Ng. The verdict has drawn international concern about the erosion of the rule of law in Hong Kong. Hong Kong Police Superintendent for National Security Lee Kwai-wah says he welcomes the decision. Quote, "National Police Department of the Hong Kong Police welcomed the court's conviction of the 14 defendants who have entered the not guilty plea to the offense with the standard of the beyond reasonable doubt." In the judgment, you can see that the court regarded this as a very serious case and there will be some conspiracy in terms amongst each defendant. Quote, "Partial results from South Africa's national election show the African National Congress could be on course to lose the parliamentary majority it's held for 30 years. If the final results confirm the loss of its majority, it would signal the most dramatic political shift since the end of apartheid. The ANC would then be forced to make a deal with one or more other parties to govern, a situation that could lead to unprecedented political volatility in the coming weeks or months. Jurors in Donald Trump's hush money trial have returned for a second day for deliberations as they consider the fate of the first United president to potentially be charged with a crime. It's unclear when the 12 jurors and 6 alternates will reach a verdict that could potentially upend the Republican candidate's hopes of recapturing the White House from Democratic President Joe Biden in the November 5th election. If a conviction will not prevent Ms. Trump campaigning for the presidency, nor will it prevent taking the office if he wins. New York prosecutors have charged the former president with falsifying business documents to trying to cover up a hush money payment to porn star Stormy Daniels in the final weeks of the 2016 presidential election. The Bureau of Meteorology is predicting a warmer than expected winter for large parts of Australia. Capital cities are likely to experience multiple days within the highest 20% of weather records. In its newly released long-range winter forecast, the Bureau said there would be an 80% chance of above medium temperature across Australia. And in sports, the Matilda have admitted nerves are kicking in ahead of their first two pre-Olympic hitouts against China tonight. Players are preparing for the last chance to impress before the squad for Paris is named. Coach Tony Gustafsson says the friendly is still a very important game, a little bit of a special game as well. Quote, the former Matilda coach on the other side knows the in and out of this team and every single detail of the players, so they're going to be very, very well prepared. So we are really looking forward to the game. The game have quote, the games have also thrown up an interesting dilemma for some Chinese Australian fans. Austin Zhang says he is torn over which side to support. Quote, I like both of them winning because I just like both of them. And then it's going to be a tough match though. Quote. And this is all of this podcast and of the practice today.